Okay, everyone. So we have covered section one, section two. We are now on to section three of the assessment plan for workplace one. So we are going to be looking at the assessment in more detail. So we would like to find out a little bit more about the date, the time, the location, the planned activity, any pre-assessment targets also. Okay, so we are going to take a look at each of the boxes. Okay, so we would like for you to fill in each of them. Okay, and we'd also like for you and your learner to sign and date the assessment plan, to say that you're comfortable, both of you acknowledge this upcoming assessment, and you understand it. Okay, so it's very important that you do share the assessment plan with the learner prior to embarking on the plan. So what we'll do is we'll go through each of the questions stage by stage. I, of course, am going to plan the workplace assessments to give you an idea of what to put into each of the boxes, for example. But once again, if you'd like to see the assessment video with Luke is available on our YouTube playlist as well. Okay, so let's put in some of the details then of the upcoming assessment and when it's going to take place. So we'll just put in an assessment date. Okay, let's just put that in there. Okay, so the date planned, when will the assessment take place? Okay, you can, of course, alter the text. That's absolutely fine. And also, if you would like to make the text bigger or in a different font, that's absolutely fine. I always find that using the Word format is nice and simple. You can, of course, print out this assessment pack, this template, and handwrite and scan it if you prefer. That's okay. So time planned. Okay, so how long is the assessment? So just how long the duration of the assessment is going to be. So I'm going to put in there, I'm going to say it's 5 till 6 p.m. and then just in brackets 1 hour. Okay, so it's just giving the readers just some information just about the time and also the proposed duration. If it goes over, that's absolutely fine as well. The next step is location. Okay, so you can take that information from our previous section. So this is London lawn turf, and this is in Hackbridge. Okay, so once again, nice and simple, just the location. So just as a reminder, it is a workplace assessment. So you might be out and about, you might be on site, there might be the presence of customers, clients, and also fellow staff members as well. So the planned activity, describe the activity the learner will be undertaking. Okay. So this will be an observation. Okay. So I will observe Luke on site within his working role. Assessment methods will include observation, questions, and evidence of work products. Observation and question Luke against criteria V2, VC2, vehicle checks, and yard safety inspection. So in other words, for this planned activity, Luke will be conducting very much a risk assessment of a vehicle, making it sure it's all fit for purpose, and just carrying out just a general safety inspection of his workplace. So that assessment might take a maximum of 1 hour. So when planning your own assessments, my advice is to keep them simple as possible. Next question is any pre-assessment targets. So it's always good practice to give your learner or staff member perhaps a target that they can work on before the assessment. So it could be some background reading of the assessment standards or criteria. It could be reviewing the company policies, procedures, or a staff handbook, for example. So if you would like to put down any pre-assessment targets, please do so. I am going to give one to Luke. So to revise the latest risk assessments, policies, and procedures relevant to the assessment task. Okay, so that is just to simply revise the latest risk assessments within the company, any policies as well. Okay, so we're starting to piece together the assessment. We've set Luke some pre-assessment targets, so perhaps give your learner perhaps a week to revise those pre-assessment targets. We're on to the tail ends of this section. So work assessment methods. Now, work assessments must contain an observation of the skill, questions to be asked after the observation, and also evidence of work product. Okay, we'll come on to this shortly, but a work product is essentially anything that the learner produces during the assessment. So it could be a completed risk assessment form, by example. It could be a completed observation sheet, a staff sign-in sheet. It could be a customer receipt as well, but we'll talk more about this in the later videos. Just leave this section as it is. Okay, so all workplace assessments must contain these three methods. Okay, any special requirements? Okay, so as we know, you have the power to make any reasonable adjustments for your learners. Okay, perhaps extra time or a reader, scribe. Okay, anything to help the learner with their assessment. I am just going to put down that appropriate PPE, high-vis jacket, for example. Must be worn. Okay, so anything that you would like to remind the learner to perhaps to wear is going to be key here. So perhaps just mention that within our plan. Okay, final section is just the sign off. We confirm that we have discussed this assessment plan and agreed to honor this commitment. We fully understand the assessment process involved in this plan. So as you can see, the learner signature there, that is Luke's signature, which he has told me to put on. That's fine. And we've also got my signature as the candidate assessor. Okay, so we are looking for two signatures there. So once again, electronic signatures are very good. Type signatures are okay also, but try to get an electronic signature if you can. Okay, and then we have to put in the dates. Okay, so the date that the assessment plan has taken place. So ideally, try to complete this plan prior to the assessment date. Okay, so let's put the first. Okay. Okay, and the dates are going to be the same. Okay, so that is this section complete. Okay, so as we can see, we have got our assessment plan all complete. So please remember to set perhaps 1 or 2 targets for your learner to refresh their knowledge prior to the assessment. Okay, hopefully this video has been useful. This is section 3 of our assessments.